You're watching the American Conference on ESPN. It is a rainy night on Beale Street and here in Memphis, Tennessee, where one of the nation's strongest starting teams looks to get to 2-0 in conference play, as does North Texas, the Mean Green and the Tigers, the class of the conference here in the early season, tangling on this Sunday.
Kev, I think it's interesting, though, because while North Texas does want to be able to get up and down the floor a little bit more, they know that's not going to be what allows them to compete in this game. They need to keep action in the half court and get Memphis to slow down at times.
Nick Jourdain whips one inside to Colby Rogers on the first Memphis possession, and P.J. Haggerty has it ripped away by North Texas's Rondell Walker. This is one of the best teams in the nation at creating turnovers, North Texas. Top 5 in the country in turnover rate and steal rate. As a three is missed by Atten Wright. That's the percentage of defensive possessions you end with a steal or turnover. North Texas's opponents turn it over about 1 out of every 4 possessions. Here is the Memphis starting 5. Haggerty, Hunter, and Rogers, outstanding scoring guards, and there is Colby Rogers across the way for Walker. Bounces it inside, and Newell is rejected but fouled. Musa Cisse came over, Memphis's best shot blocker, and Cisse's called for the game's first foul.
You know, coming off of that last possession, that defense, so in a way, was that a weirdly successful?
He has his team so well drilled in the half court. Substitutes that play, Latrell Giselle, Jonathan Massey, and Brennan Lorian all to the table for the next whistle. Floyd, a transfer from Fairfield for Newell. Just hit a couple of free throws. Kicks it out for a look for Walker, and he rails home a 3. 2 misses from 3 for the Americans' best three-point shooting team outside of Memphis. Haggerty gets to his spot and delivers. P.J. Haggerty, the 5th leading scorer in the nation, with his first points.
I know they say that's not a great shot, but it is for some.
Yep.
Right? I just think if you figure out that that's where your game is, and if you have a matchup you like, you can shoot over the top. P.J. Haggerty's got to shoot that all night.
Giselle rules it for Lorian. Rare three-pointer for him. His 3rd of the year goes down. The way his team not only took a big lead, but then continued and then even extended that big lead. Dane Danger inside was a big part of that. He had all 16 of the
bounding position when the shot went up. Good defense.
Penny Hardaway imploring Hunter to get down the floor quickly. And that's why he sets up.
Communicate. Push the ball up. Force them to defend for a full 30. Instead of.
So Newell with a foul leaves the game. And Jourdain goes 1 for 2. Rebound grabbed by Massey. Jasper Floyd back on the floor for North Texas, which once again plays at one of the slowest tempos in Division I. Inside drive, and another foul on a dunk attempt. That was Lorian. This thinks is a differentiator. Ross Hodge said to us, look, I don't want to sound crazy, but what can we teams?
Agreed. And that is forcing you to play in the half court.
Giselle looks it inside for Sissoko. The double team came from Danger. Floyd with a shot fake, steps into a little rolling left-hander and
space that you were able to get against FAU. So there's going to be a lot of congestion. His passes are not going to come easy from big to big.
Floyd will finally take a 3, and he'll nail it. Jasper Floyd, just 25%.
I do think that he can get something going here at North Texas that could really develop, but also keep key guys. But you got to win.
Okogie for 3.
Good stuff.
Baraka Okogie, just his 3rd 3 of the
basketball. Force long closeout, attack long closeout, hit the open man. It sounds like it's really easy.
Colby Rogers set it up. Now Floyd breaks the pressure to Lorian. Spinning over Danger, no. Offensive rebound on the step back. 4 guards in Danger now. Rogers, a contested fadeaway. He got bumped by Atten Wright. First foul on Wright, and free throws coming for Rogers.
I think the Memphis guards, but let's do so to get each other open. Like, that's free agency.
Yep.
Let's just call it what it is.
Why do they coexist?
The slow games and reviews help one team and not the others. And by sometimes, I mean usually.
North Texas take all the reviews in the world. Hunter,
There he
turbo
is.
into the lane. Nice finish for Tyrese Hunter.
Lift the defense. They're getting ready to really just show on that ball screen. So the big, and that's what it leads to.
Massey lost it. Ball still loose. A diving Floyd throws it right to Haggerty. And Haggerty steps inside to tie the game with a chance for one more. In the span of a few possessions.
Shots, right? You make some shots, you set up the pressure. The pressure is about putting pace on the game, forcing them to throw ahead, forcing them to take the first option if you got it. It's one of the straight.
Haggerty on the doorstep of 1,000 career points. 96.
It's a strange call to see because
I thought it was a lane violation.
yeah,
at
but I'm
first,
saying, like,
honestly.
how many times have you seen the big uglies
Oh,
down
boy.
there just battling it out?
Haggerty was lying to wait for that. 8 in a row for Memphis. Okoji falling down, feeds Carter. And Danger's there on the offensive glass. He missed it, but he was fouled. Danger took the bump. Danger, 66% free throw.
The surface, you gain confidence when you see a good defense chase. So good possession there. You got pressure set.
Volume everything guy, PJ Haggerty.
All good except when that everything part includes turnovers.
It does, and he's got 4 of those a game. Massey with a strong finish. Jonathan Massey stops the 10-0 Tiger run. Haggerty. Danger had Carter in the corner. Instead, he'll take it to the block. NCAA tournament a year ago at Longwood, Jonathan Massey. It's going to have to be him leaning in. He draws the foul, and the bounce would not go.
The league, Axel Lindenborg was picked to be player of the year. Hard to do when the entire SEC is going to go to the NCAA tournament.
North Texas not hit from the field in 3 minutes plus. That will not change. Massey bricks a 3.
They struggled to create a rhythm with good movement on the offensive end, and Memphis is playing downhill.
And Memphis hasn't scored in about 3 minutes, and that could change momentarily. This Tuesday night, big matchup in the ACC. Pitt has got Eastern, 6 Central on ESPN and the ESPN app this Tuesday night.
Offensive possession.
Got into the hands of Massey. Long step in. There's a clean block for Cisse. Giselle Walker flips it home for a 3, his second of the game, and North Texas is back in front.
That wasn't exactly a good possession, but it was a good outcome.
Sure. Walker not much of a scorer, has 2 threes. That looked like a travel from Rogers, and he got away with it, tying the game.
I think the ball fake.
Look at inject some energy into the game, and Rogers' 3 will not do that. Haggerty's on the offensive glass. What a finish! PJ Haggerty with a putback.
The way they play. And I think I think Memphis can be even more deliberate on the hill attack. They haven't really done that as much. When they do, that's when they're at their best. Here's a little run and jump, and they'll scramble out of it.
Walker's had a couple of 3s, not typically a scorer. He got tripped up there.
I think if it's a stylistic battle where one team wants to play in the half court, the other one wants to get up and down.
Dana Pow against Texas A&M. 5 Eastern, 4 Central from Colonial Life Arena, beautiful Columbia, South Carolina, and the SEC. Maybe it's not on the men's side where all 16 teams could make it, but another very deep, very strong year. Hunter step back 3 is good. Tyrese Hunter. Only 2 shots. Deliberate mean green in this stylistic clash. Low scoring game, but a 4-point lead for Memphis. Floyd. Here's Newell. Jumper is good for Grant Newell, the transfer from Cal.
It is.
And last year it was a little too much ill-advised. The year before that it was more unorthodox.
Yep.
Kendrick Davis, DeAndre Williams. Haggerty spinning.
There he is.
Haggerty scoring. He's 5 for 5 from the field and the locker room here.
I think it's metrics, but it's also eyes and brain.
Sure. Nice step in by Massey. Gets it to Floyd in the corner. Floyd really doesn't like shooting from 3. He sets up Sissoko, who gets the continuation there. Memphis wanted to travel.
He's battling it. That wears you down. You know, Coach Greenberg talked about and Sissoko's got the motor to do it.
Memphis will aim to hold for the Habs' final shot. Hunter dribbling between the legs. Hunter gets it back. 3 to shoot. Hunter drives it. Got it on the rim. Left it short. You know, an odd rhythm to the first half, but pretty fun all the same. It's 10. He's already got 7. At right, their leading scorer, did not score. Latrell Giselle, who had 20 on Tuesday, did not score. And yet they're in the game. Walker inside Sissoko just in time before the expiration of the shot clock. Here is Sissoko again, a 5th-year D1 player, Dayton to North Texas, backing down Danger. Sissoko.
How about it?
And there's a new season high for Mulai Sissoko. All from Mulai Sissoko, the senior from Bamako, Mali.
I'll tell you, whether North Texas wins or not, I tell you, they compete as well as anybody in the country.
Floyd rolls inside, a sweet delivery by Jasper Floyd. Look, it's taken 6 years, but he has really rounded into a terrific all-around player.
He's the most impactful guy on the floor today, whatever this is.
Haggerty,
there it is.
There's the first basket of the half. Who else? Haggerty 6 for 6 for 13.
It's the
Tyrese Hunter. Memphis still has the same 5 on the floor out of the timeout. Okogie bounces for Hunter. Hard drive, Hunter. Good finish.
Okogie's the guy. I'm telling you, he moves the offense. He really moves with urgency, and I'm talking about without the ball, right? He comes off that
4, now being guarded by Haggerty at 6'3". Lorient double team came. Great find out of it. Giselle off the shot fake, rims it out, and it's Sissoko again, denied by Danger. Still working hard.
Wow.
Sissoko, a new career high as he would not stop. 13 for Mulai Sissoko. And now he'll try to defend Danger. Around to the left hand again. Danger gets it to fall.
All right,
He played 9 games.
Got to watch out for Jim Struck hitting it from deep, 10 feet.
Got to have Struck on the report. Wright misses a 3. There's Sissoko again. He's fouled. Danger with his 3rd. Then a little.
Maybe it's been played from a style standpoint.
Games against ranked opponents.
I mean, a lot of those were games.
NIT success since then.
Also get to a point now where they're so good and competitive where you're not going to get a lot of those opportunities. Nobody wants to play you.
Danger trying to bully his way in. He will, and he'll tie it.
All right, here's my...
Massey had a tough first half. That one's way long. Hunter. Well, when he senses a moment, even a little flicker of space,
Haggerty is not in the game right now, but he really hasn't been able to get to the free throw line as much as he typically does.
Their 3rd leading scorer, or right their leading scorer, and yet they're right there. Down by 2 after to do so.
I think the way they play, though, they're deliberate enough where if you dictate the way the game's played, it doesn't matter who's scoring.
A steal for Hunter, and a slam.
Floyd's always looking up to see where the possible run and jump's going to come from.
Lorient trying to exert his will on the game. Brennan Lorient with 6. And then, great anticipation. How would you not know? It would be out of your pocket. It would have been picked. Hunter, deflected pass, finds its way to Haggerty for 3. He's now 7 for 7. And that was his first 3-point attempt of the game.
He has taken good shots, too. That's a big part of making a high percentage, and here it goes.
Poked away. Jourdain finishes. Largest lead for Memphis. Now Danger posting again. Creates some traffic for Rogers. Hunter from Haggerty. Step back 3. No good. Careens off of Danger's hands. Walker runs the floor. And Walker with a nice finish. He's got double figures. 4 shy of his season high. He's got 10. Jourdain. Lorient rips it away. And all aboard the Lorient Express.
Oh, no.
Brennan Lorient cuts this to a 3-point game, displacing the basketball and Nick Jourdain's pride in one fell swoop. Haggerty. When you need a basket, dial up PJ Haggerty. Haggerty, by the way, 2 points shy of 1,000 career. He got there really quickly because he barely played as a freshman. Floyd, cut off. Lorient floats it home. Brennan Lorient into double figures.
Naturally, the Lorient Express.
Yeah. Danger.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
That's a move. Yeah, that's the one, Kevin. When he's got space.
Newell returns. And a three-point.
But there's a ton of time. It's a 6-point game. So North Texas just has to maintain poise.
And some zone for Penny Hardaway here. Floyd penetrates it, and maybe we won't see that zone defense again. Floyd backing down Hunter. Still Floyd deliberately. Inside, missed dunk by Lorient. But Steven Anderson is going to count the basket very late for a goaltender. You can review it, but boy, is that late. I don't know. I don't know if Jourdain touched the rim.
Here's what I think. I think he may have thought he came up through the rim based on his angle. Because look, Jourdain is under the rim, so he's probably thinking maybe he came up through the basket. They're going to look. Memphis, they leveled up after that one.
Floyd on the back down again. Such a good post-up guard. Gets it on the rim, gets it to fall. Jasper Floyd into double figures for the first time since Jasper Floyd double team. Back for Giselle. Won't shoot it. Inside, Lorient will shoot it. And a foul on the slam attempt by Newell. Well short.
He is good.
Dynamite drop in there, John. Seriously, you haven't seen Cooper Flagg? I know a lot of people haven't. They're just getting the basketball. Worth the time. Scoring, rebounding, assisting, blocking shots, defending.
Polished at a very young age. I think that's the way I'd say it.
18 a couple of weeks ago. Haggerty fouled.
I've been really impressed with his poise at a young age and his polish.
He's a really fun player to watch. I love players that you can watch. Instead, back for Floyd. Sissoko has returned to the game. Lorient, the transfer from FAU. Out for Floyd. Shot fake three. Inside, he won't miss this time. Another high flyer for Lorient. Grab it. And here comes Memphis. They thrive in transition. Rogers, Carter. North Texas scrambles back. And that might have been an out of bounds. Save to Haggerty instead. Hits a three. What a sequence as it points to boot. Floyd, this time he'll take it. Sissoko still in possession. And Sissoko is fouled.
Watch his possession. There you go.
Yep. Sissoko leaves it short. A collective step back. This year's team is a collective step up, or cumulative step up, if you want to use your word. A tight-knit group of 8 that's played well to start the year. They're going to turn it over here, though. Cisse, Haggerty up ahead, and Haggerty finishes. Turnover, touchdown, and a 5-point Memphis lead.
You know, going to the big lineup here with Cisse and Danger on the floor, and Cisse just getting wide defensively and getting on the floor.
Yeah, what do you make of that wrinkle, which we haven't, I don't think, seen today for the final 3 minutes?
Tell you in a minute.
All right.
We'll
Tell us that. Cisse fouls.
I mean, let's be honest. Kevin, it's a lineup in here.
Let's see if Moussa Cisse goes far. I will tell you, he knows that now, and he's been much more accepting of his role.
Sometimes you say that.
It's got 14, 10 in the second half. It's a 3-point game with under 3 to play. Memphis and North Texas, the class of the American in the non-conference. Colby Rogers has had a quiet day. Haggerty's led the way with 24, the 5th leading scorer in the country. Rogers knocked out of bounds by Lorient.
We'll end up getting a 3 and 1. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
Danger instead. It'll try to be Danger. He shovels it out to Haggerty. End of the clock. Oh, my! That is Memphis!
Dribble, go nowhere. Just throw it aimlessly, and he got it off. The total moon ball.
2 to play in the home conference opener for the Tigers. Latrell from Lorient, the game where he hasn't scored. Get it back to Brennan Lawrence. Double team comes from Okoji, and a 4% shooter. 3 for 4 today. And Lorient rolls in the first. 16 for the former FAU Owl. Who knows? It'll probably work anyway. They're shooting, by the way, 56% in the game. But they've turned it over 14 times. Danger screens for Hunter. Bounces for Danger. Try to do too much. Danger's 7th turnover. Minute 20 to go. 2-possession game. Ross Hodge wants the ball to move. Lorient. And an offensive foul is called against Lorient.
Played a lot of close games, and there are some veteran dudes.
Close games in tough places. Maui against Connecticut, Michigan State, Clemson in Clemson, Virginia in Virginia. 1 minute to play. It's a 4-point lead. Number 21 team in the country. Hardest non-conference strength of schedule in the country. Maybe their best American Conference test they'll have all year. Hunter spinning around, missed it. Danger recollects it. Not a bad guy to foul. It's still a 1-and-1. 1-and-1 situation. Dane Danger gets it to go. He'll have to wait. Danger 1 for 2. So 2-possession game still. If those 2 possessions include at least 1-3. Floyd looking for an outlet. It's Latrell Giselle. Floyd fakes a 3. Giselle yet to score, and that remains the case. Lorient was fouled on the way back up. So 2 free throw
games, the matchups, closing out conference games, it's different.
Time. Make it 14 of 8.
Control the game.
Each team has a timeout. Hunter into Rogers. Rogers is fouled. And now Memphis is in a 2-shot situation. 10.
And I think Floyd's done that really well in the second half in particular.
Rogers leaves the door open. Here comes Cisse and Okoji. Rogers hits it. Deep.
Probably 8-6. Yes, he made it 3.
Floyd not moving with a great deal of pace here. Floyd. Sissoko, 12.5 to go. Each team has a timeout, and Ross Hodge took it just in time.
Just get open.
Hunter will inbound. Lorient with 4 fouls guarding the inbound. Try to get it to Haggerty. It's out of bounds to Memphis. Diving play there by Ron. Hunter to inbound again. This time Haggerty gets clear. Haggerty passes it away to Rogers. You'd rather have Haggerty than Rogers.
What have we not learned recently? Like, it ain't over.
All but over. And there's the first. Rogers makes it a 2-possession game. So North Texas needs a lightning-quick basket. Giselle will hoist from 3. That's short. That's it. Great fight here in Memphis. The Tigers take it. A game that we would sure love to see in the conference tournament in a couple of months.
Absolutely. What a fight. I mean, a contrast of styles in so many ways. It was a battle back and forth.